Hello, this is Jared, playing the prehistoric DLC of Oxygen Not Included, on hard mode, without teleportation, or the ability to get care packages, for that matter, currently at 12 dupes for Bionic, and trying to get all achievements, including the Carnivore achievement, and destroy this guy. The thing that's been keeping me up at night is wondering if I'm producing enough meat, for the Carnivore achievement specifically. So I'm going to start off with planting another ore grove node. Kind of wishing that I had planted this earlier. I'm hoping that this isn't a big regret moment. We'll see. We're going to need to tap into our water system. I'm going to keep the natural one growing down here. I also have, I guess I've got 3 of those guys. That was not planned. That just kind of happened. Add in a mesh tile here just to allow airflow through. Maybe make a priority of getting that one here done. And relocating this, just in case someone is injured, to be over there. And this time through, I'm hoping, if I calculate this right, I've added a space such that I've got 12 now. So that I can get this drop-in spot. Okay, Aura Grove node. This is the first priority of the episode. I'm going to actually just leave natural tiles since I don't want to disturb this guy. But do we have 12? Oh, right, and I forgot. It makes a lot of sense to have these guys in here because they attend to that, making that grow even faster. So let's throw those in. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's probably an oversized stable. To some degree. Let's see what we get. Okay, so there is the Aura Grove node. Just to be absolutely certain, this is going to put pressure on my water system. However, I'm not making as much mush bars as I used to. And I do have 2 of these polluted water vents. And the more polluted water I pull and push through this, I'll get more polluted dirt for our seed comb farms. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. So before I finish that, I might go find another spot for a 3rd stable. So the next stable is going down here. Bring in some water for a new Aura Grove node. Oh, you guys don't like the hydrogen. Oh, no. Okay, let's get this done and then I'll address that issue. So we want an Aura Grove node going there. Some tiling around it. Water going in. Okay, so we've got 2 new Aura Grove nodes. Just gotta form the stables around them. But before I do that, let me make a plan to address this hydrogen situation. So I'm going to address this hydrogen situation by throwing in more hydrogen, as well as oxygen, of course, with a new electrolyzer, and opening up this pathway here. Technically that would get rid of my greenhouse, unless I do that. Might as well do a little bit of mopping. Now, is there any consequence to having hydrogen here other than the fact that this isn't the only electrolyzer we need, really, is it? Maybe I should do that too. And then we'll get in a little bridge to get over there for some reason, maybe in the future. Mimica buds going. Max pressure, so I'm hoping over time it's going to kind of ease things. Maybe we could get rid of that. Okay, already happy plants. Look at that, awesome. Oh, let's finish our stables. They're not actually done. This one down here, 104, and this one needs work too. We've got the inside of this stable put together. I'm going to put in a ladder around the back area. That's at low priority. And we're going to get in another electrolyzer over here, just because I've noticed oxygen is not so great up here. Actually, maybe putting some mesh tiling to really allow that hydrogen to flow up might be smart. Let me just have a look to see, is there anything I should be doing research-wise? I think we may be good. Maybe I didn't need gas reservoir this time around, which is kind of cool. Or even gotten gas. Oh, I might need gas masks coming up. So we can get to the top of the base comfortably. Also, I noticed greenhouse here missing. Made a mess. Who made a mess? Putting low priority here was a mistake. Minor. Yeah. Of course this would happen. That... I should have known better. Than to leave dupes to build something alone like this, where they might get stuck. Okay, at least that's been done. Now, fortunately, I'm in a situation where I'm not feeling comfortable letting them do that. But how do we do with this guy? Electrolyzer running. I see a courier suit. Staining, a little bit more athletics. Builder. Let's work towards faster dupes. And chef. Maybe the same type of plan there. Dino on the strength. And how did we do with our stables? 96, 96, 99. Okay. We will go 1, 2, 3 for that. How are we doing with morale? I'm just realizing I don't have a nature reserve yet. We're probably fine. I'll put that off, but I'm going to make a note to myself not to destroy this area for that reason. I say make a note. I better actually might make it more clear if I kind of throw this... Just throw that there. And I guess... Well, we'll get this done first. Then move on to another project. Oh, and there's no... I guess there's not a terrible amount of point in doing this unless we're going to actually put someone in it. So, pretty sure you've laid an egg. Yeah, you've got an egg sitting right next to you. Let's put you down here. Is this too soon? Because I don't want these guys to starve. You've got a metabolism. Basically, how much food you have in you is in your calorie count. Okay. I feel I'd be smart if I waited a little bit longer, so I'm going to disable this. Please don't burn me forgetting to re-enable this once this ore grove node gets bigger. see a door here that should be like that, and a door here that should be like that. Okay, let's go try to improve this oxygen situation, because I didn't realize how bad it was at the top of our base. This is my plan to address our too much hydrogen at the top of the base and lack of oxygen. Put in another electrolyzer, throw in more oxygen, get the pressure of the hydrogen to float up, open up the area. And I've started to form the nature reserve, mostly just because I'm scared that I'm going to knock this over. This will just make it super clear to me that I want to maintain this later on. Maybe I should just make this a low priority thing on that side. Though did I connect? Okay, the piping is there. I was going to say, I don't want the pipe to be low priority. Just a little concerned this might be putting too much pressure on this electrical circuit. I mean, maybe we're okay. Alright, so that is going to give us a little bit more oxygen up there. I feel like that's also going to be ideal. I'm just looking at some things we may want. I think we're good on research. Alright, well, let's just clean this up, guys. And we've got to focus on some other things, because I want to make sure we get this done in this run. Alright, so just some optional letters there. Awesome. Okay, I will think about what we're doing next. I haven't figured out what I want to do just yet, but I do notice high level of stress. Looking at scientists, their eye irritation, it's from the hydrogen, soggy feet, they must have been walking around water, and they're holding their breath. I'm going to take a few of the top dupes that are stressed the most, get them some rest time, but I did recall research using the materials study terminal, which I forgot I created last time. We need a little bit of glass, so we'll mark that. Oh, and scientists, I don't want you to... Okay, let's let scientists do that before I let them take a little bit of a sleep. And then I will figure out what the rest of the dupes are going to do. I've decided that in addition to making some auto sweepers here and here, just to make sure we don't spend too much labor loading in that, we're going to dig this area out and get ourselves a deep freezer so that food doesn't go bad. I currently have food... Yeah, it's not in a deep frozen state. I'm just worried that we're going to get lots of nice food based on meat, and it's going to go bad. I haven't actually told anyone to go to sleep yet, to be honest. Might have been nice if I had to put everyone in a separate schedule. Maybe I'll take a moment to do that. So I think I'm going on back on my plan of having dupes sleep off their stress and instead make a foot massage table. Just because I'm worried about my loss of labor and less concerned about power, especially since I see we've got lots of hydrogen here. So I think this is definitely the way to go instead. Sometimes I'm just nervous about massage tables because I don't want my power to become wasted. But I don't want my labor to become wasted either. Watching the dupes go between here and here gives me ideas to optimize in the future, but I don't think I have time to experiment with that yet at the moment. One thing I don't want to do is get myself trapped in wanting to experiment with optimization when I need to focus on the actual achievements. But oh, there was an egg in there. Okay, yeah, it did not occur to me that you would have arrived. Okay, I'm glad I noticed that. Because I want to keep this guy as being wild. I would have lost him in that wild state. Let's throw him out of here. Okay. And I've got to make a call when to enable this. Actually, if I ever have some bigs built up to the point that this first guy, which I don't right now apparently, that'll probably be my... Ah, look at this, a lumbag. Wildness 0%, meaning that it's tame, of course. Awesome. And this is meat. If I cook, or it might actually be a critter that I throw down here in the future for the first one. Well then, that has me thinking. But let's get this done first. Okay, scientific. Okay, that is... I'm glad I decided to do this rather than try the whole sleep thing. And let's go to this crazy schedule. Get rid of that. Okay, and then back over here then. For our deep freezer. I'm a little bit nervous. Do I actually have time to do... Is this really the focus that I should be... I need to think. So after thinking about it, we really don't have time, in my mind, to make a full deep freezer, which wouldn't actually be a deep freezer until it was frozen. Running through the cooling system and that. So thinking, let's just make fridges. Because effectively that's what I've got over here. Where? Oh, here. Everything is not... Oh, some things are in a deep freeze state, I guess. But I don't think that's going to last very long. It's minus 20. It's also in, unfortunately, non-oxygen. Yeah, it is an oxygen, which is not... Let me just double check one of the items. It's in refrigerated state. Yeah, so actually it's not in a deep frozen state. Normal atmosphere, meaning that, yeah, it's not carbon dioxide. But, so I want a spot here. I mean, yes, it's going to take power, but again, maybe power, I shouldn't be so calm. I think last time I had 6 bionic dupes. That did put too much stress in my mind about power, so I'm very much liking having just 4. Part of me wants to put full automation to deliver food and all that stuff, but I think we can't afford that time just yet, I'm thinking. Though, look at this. Veggie poppers up there. Lettuce in there. Sweet corn. Tender brisket. That's got to be giving us progress towards the carnivore achievement. Okay. Well, I don't technically have carbon dioxide here yet until I'm snagging some from over here, but the area where I'm storing food anyway also doesn't have oh, you can see food's going bad. Yeah, it's also further away. So what I'm going to do then is make this the location for food. And let... should I do... I'm going to make the assumption that cooking ingredients doesn't need to be in here. Though I could put the kitchen area up there. Let's do that. I think it's too important to risk that. Do the same thing with meat. Pacu filet. Actually, that's interesting thought. yeah, part of me wants to move. I think I just, yeah, I need to do basically the same setup before. No, scratch that, scratch that. I'm going to get rid of the inputs. This is just the final cooked stuff to make sure that doesn't go bad. Toast it. Tender brisket. Veggie poppers. Almost forgot that one. Ooh. Lettuce. Because we're not cooking it. So I should see the dupes go up here. Pick up some of this food. Bring it down towards our fridges. Carbon dioxide going in here. Maybe should have put a wall along this way, temporarily at least. Just get that carbon dioxide started off. Okay, one of the fridges is almost full. Okay, and this gives me some time now. I guess we're waiting for more rad bolts. Let's double check this is all running. That looks like it's good. And I did have automation. Forgot to have automation. Shut that off later on. Okay, that's set. Whew. Okay, things are going well. I see some veggie poppers, or sweet corn rather, down here. So I'm thinking more smokers. Making myself a little bit nervous that maybe I'm just not focusing enough on the right priority, but perhaps it was just the food situation is just making me nervous. Maybe I'm also just growing too much sweet corn. In which case, maybe I'm going to have to come back and make an adjustment where I grow less. Because we're getting towards cycle 60. Okay, I need to build this and then go full tilt on trying to make some missiles. Guys, let's get this built. Let's get this built. And then move on. Yeah, no, the deep freezer would have been a terrible idea. I mean, there's no question I feel like I'm doing a lot better than last time. Oh yeah, Pete goes in here. Sweet corn goes in there. And our calories goes up. If our calories is way too high, this is an indication that I've spent too much effort on food. Oh, okay, I've got to think here. If I can't make my glass yet, but research is coming along. What could I do in the meantime? So now that I'm a little bit more concerned about the asteroid, I've also got to make the call. Any more figs? No, you're just consuming so much, buddy. I'm thinking not growing the Oragrove nodes sooner. Maybe is that one of my downfalls? Eek. Okay, so the plan is to have this as our seacomb leaf storage. Oh, right, and I don't actually have that going anywhere. For now, we'll just throw it in here. Oh, and I guess water needs to be delivered there too, doesn't it? Seacomb leaf to phyto oil. Dupe's trying it out. Only runs so long until we get a liquid reservoir though. Is that something they're going to be able to build? I think maybe. So one of the inputs to this is water, so that's why I put in a bottle filler right next to this. We'll add in some lighting so dupes can see. Temporarily bring in seacomb as a priority. So dupe should go in our farm here, pick up some of that. Make their way over here. Having that auto sweeper and light would be very nice, guys. Okay, so that gives us our production of phyto oil. Where is research? Still on that, but making progress. Scientist is on that. Huh. Where do I go next? Well, I definitely feel like I have avoided some of the pitfalls that I might have otherwise made, such as the deep freezer and not putting in a foot massage table there. We're going to disconnect this guy here. Just make sure that... Oh yeah, might as well get rid of that as well. So that's kind of causing confusion there. But priority now, and this is the main thing, is hoping I've got the right priorities set or push things in early enough. Really, probably my biggest regret is not growing these quicker. I grew this guy as soon as the locavore achievement was done, but the other two, well, you can see I did that earlier in this episode. I want to get an oxygen system for some gas masks. I almost was thinking of Atmos suits or the bionic dupes. Nice thing about that is they could actually keep them on, but or do I do simple gas masks? That's what I'm just... Okay, either way, it doesn't matter. I need an oxygen system either way, so let's make that, and I can make that call after. Let's create a door here, guys, because I don't want my power plant to be out for very long. I suspect with the more industrial... Oh, hold on. Is that actually even where I want the door? Oh, no. No, okay. Let me redesign this just in case, because I assume with some of the industrial equipment that I've got coming in later, in a little bit, we're going to need more power. So it just occurs to me that I don't have the research for the gas reservoir. Which I would like to have for some filtering, so we'll research that. Need to let this guy get a little bit more red bolts to finish our research for glass forge. So we'll bring in at least the electrolyzer for the setup. I am getting nervous. Time's slipping. Time feels like it's slipping on me. So these guys are going nuts on phyto oil. I'm glad to see that. Adding in another hydrogen generator. So I know that's going to be needed soon. In fact, once I have this running, I've got 2 pumps and an extra electrolyzer. That'll add pressure on our electrical circuit and power production. One of my biggest thoughts is, should I be, harvest ready. There's no store. I think I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Maybe that's too early. I mean, worst case, this guy, in another time, if he dies, I mean, he's gonna go for meat. So worst case, I'm still gonna get some meat. You guys will be converted to a little bit of meat as well. Just don't have time to deal with you guys. Okay, so that is research on the gas. I can complete the this project, and let's go back to the superheated forging. I can put in the plan for our gas reservoir. Okay, that did not take long to finish. I'm going to hold off on any research. I thinking to myself, I'd rather have the labor from scientists to help build and run all the equipment that needs to be run. Okay, so we've got water being delivered to that electrolyzer. Still need to bring in power to it. I feel like we're doing good. Maybe not good enough. Certainly a lot better. I feel like if I'm going to go back again, I'm going to start on cycle 25. If I have to go back again. Because I don't know that there's much I can do, or much that's needed to be done for improvement from there that I could think. Anyway, let's be optimistic. Let's give like it's. I'm not out of the game. I'm not there in my mindset. It's still a maybe. I'm just nervous. Though we're at cycle 60, so we only have 40 cycles to go. Oh, and I forgot to get power up to you. Oh, and you as well. Kind of ashamed to do this, but... Okay. Let's cut that off for now. So we have our alternate gas. Oh, we don't have actually doing anything. Okay, we'll connect. If... Oh yeah, our battery looks like it's low. That might be the perfect timing to add that to the mix. I'm going to put in a setting here, maybe 25, 25. So we can start filtering for oxygen. Whew, okay. I could get gas masks going towards the top of the base. Or we could start producing, I think the glass forge is the next thing. You know, we've got two things going on. First of all, I really want to get the incubator set up. I'm thinking I should have had that earlier. The other thing is a glass forge is going in. Don't need to run this for very long. Didn't even bother with optimizations such as lighting. But I specifically only want to grow or attend to the these eggs here, the domesticated tame version. Haven't done this setup in a long time. I'm gonna disable that for now. Open this. Do I open that? Are you gonna... No, let's just keep that door closed just in case. Okay, very glad to see this guy expanding. Thing I want to watch is, do we have this enough? Oh yeah, and the thing that made me think of the incubators, I looked at this egg, and I realized, oh my goodness, it only changes 3% every cycle. That's horrid, that's horrid. Rancher, good work there. I'm gonna get you to go over here and attend to this egg. I'm going to trap them in so they can't leave. Maybe make everyone else not be able to go in so that they can pick up the right egg. Okay, that adds a little by effect. I'm going to remove that just so we're not wasting power. Rancher, you can go out and do stuff. Okay, now where did we get? It's up 13%. It's a lot better. Leak. Okay, glad I noticed that, but another regret, not putting the incubator in soon enough. We have our oxygen system going. That is set. We don't need a lot of glass. just enough to make the emulsifier building. I believe I only need one of those. So they seem to be efficient enough. The input to that is over here. Don't take out that wild... Well, yeah, we'll leave that alone anyways. But I want you guys to... Okay, I'm going to get a plan to allow that to go while I'm making some glass. What's high melt risk is just that, because you're actually connected, right? Or are you connected? Yeah, you are. Right? So now that I've got this incubator set up, I need to come back here every so often, 0.7 cycles. I'm not going to remember to do that unless I actually have this. This was an idea a long time ago from Cedric about putting in an automation clock there, but what I don't have is a notifier. So we'll research that. The other thing is we're going to put in another storage area here. Did I take the build? Oh, I did take the building out. Want to make sure Phyto oil can go on our glass forge, giving us a little bit of glass. It's the emulsifier. We need 100 kilograms of glass. We're at 75. I think one more run will do it. I think that's all the glass I need. Oh, I need refined metal, though, too. Where are we? I mean, you would think we would have lots of metal. We do. We do. 100. I heard the little noise, which I think means new buildings can be built. Awesome. So, given the fact that we're so under pressure now to get moving, let's turn that off. So we've got Phyto oil moving out so that these buildings can continue. Awesome. I guess the emulsifier is next. And let's do that. I'll check on this egg since I don't have automation in just yet. Lullaby effect in 0.2 cycles. So here's the plan now. We'll have emulsifier to make some biodiesel. Take some of that Phyto oil for that. It's going to go all the way down here. And figuring we're going to put it through some metal refineries before it actually goes in. I'm not doubling it up this time such that the Phyto oil is going to get too hot. Right? Right? Let me check. 36. It's going to... I think it adds 30 degrees, which is 66, which... I believe it needs to be under 75. Let's see, Phyto oil. 75, yeah. So we need to bring in heavy watt wire line over here. And I feel like this is going to increase our demand and power. So we'll just preemptively do this. We may need to search for some iron too. It shouldn't be too bad. Well, there's the emulsifier. Make a priority of getting the bigger buildings done first. Phyto oil lined up, ready to be heated up. Sent into the emulsifier. At the emulsifier, we're going to do some insulation. Forgot to put in my notification here. We've got an egg sitting here that needs to be incubated, high priority. course, like normal dupes can X. Whoops. Rancher. That's a high priority building. Rancher, where are you? Oh, and it probably put in an egg. Where do I see? Oh, that's the incubator. It's good slide. Let's take that out. Do another one. Rancher, come back. Okay, that's what I don't like about how that works, but remove that. So now we've got... Oh, 3 eggs are there. I didn't realize that. Of course, the one that is... The 2 that are wild are the 2 that have incubated. It's not how I wanted it. We're going to be fighting, aren't we, Rancher? We're fighting... Of course, that's not the right egg. I did not do this. But it's been a while since I worked with the incubator. I kind of hate it. Goal is... Let me do some setup here. I'm going to have to set up some rules in order to make this work. First of all, let's get in here and finish this automation. Let's remove all the eggs that are not tame. Okay, and I will then call Rancher in. No one else is allowed to go in. To Vital Rancher. Move to over here. Okay, you're trapped. Let's get you to incubate. Alright, so that is that egg done. At this point, I want to set the timer. I'll say pause and zoom right to this. I'll say egg time. And I want to do that just about, kind of want that like 1%. Something like that should work. Remind myself to do this again right here. We'll see how that turns out. Oh, and tell Rancher they can leave. In the meantime, let's check on, is there any more eggs? Probably not. These guys produce egg, well, 69%, so we've got another egg on the way. I'm seriously regretting not putting in more Oral Grove nodes. Oh, this could also be a problem too. We're not sharing amongst the 2. Oh, and it says 0 here, even though that's not really true. I don't know how much to put for weight. Let's try 10. Does that fit? Oh yeah, as long as it fills it, it's a good sign. So we can share amongst the 2. Maybe things are not as bad as I thought. Builder, go, 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 go. Awesome. What about 100? Is that no, 100 seems like it's too much. Take that. Copy that there. The drop-off thing, I think, was I mean, eventually it'll be useful. But it's just wasted time. Not that it's much time to make that, but still. Okay, so you've got a food source. What about down here? I don't know that unless I put in one of these wild... do we even have any other? Okay, moving on. Moving on. What do we got? What do we got? So you are going to give us a little bit of meat in the future. Need some power installed down here. Not a lot of nickel left. Grab a few more pieces of that around. And our food is far too much. Kind of a good problem. Normally, I would consider this not a problem at all, especially if I had a deep freezer, but given the fact that I really need to optimize, I'm thinking this is not how I wanted things to be. Let's start ripping that up. This is definitely a sign. I've got more regrets. Make sure we've got some, if I don't, oh no, because we don't have power. Guys, please, please. Just gonna make this a storage of our iron. We will make all the iron we can. All of it, all of it. Oh, egg time. Yeah, I would have completely forgot. This is where we have to pull Rancher over here. Tell them they can't leave. Do an egg. You look like you're hungry, but you know what? I don't care. You can go knock that out. Lum egg currently at 44%. Phyto oil. Entombed. How did that become entombed? This isn't right, is it? That did not work. That got too hot, didn't it? It's just for heat damage. Metal refinery overheating. How hot is that? Oh. How did it get that hot? What? Maybe there's a property of like heating up oil. It heats it up way more than, say, water that I'm not knowing about. Which is unfortunate. So, just doing this. Maybe skip that and that. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate. Mega unfortunate. Oh, mega unfortunate. Oh. Critter stuck behind some dirt. Is that a method of making, I mean, hot dirt, which I don't want right now, but I don't need dirt. Maybe that is a process. There's something to this, to making dirt and phyto oil and heating it up maybe. I don't know. Okay, we've got to grow meat, of course. Alright. Alright then. What is going on? We're just... Unfortunate. Unfortunate planning. I did a terrible thing. I did a terrible thing. That's receiving it. Anyways, but what's happening is we're sending the phyto oil in this hot area. And that's turning to dirt, apparently. We don't want that. This is a hot area now, so... Well, I learned something. Oh, I've got to sit and think. So the plan is now to hide some of these lum eggs, the wild ones, over here and tell the dupes you can't go in here. And I don't think there's a lot, but any of the lum eggs will be brought in here. Do that high priority. Then we'll make that inaccessible. We won't keep them in the bin, of course. Is there literally just the one? I could have just found anyway. Lum egg. Yeah, there is. There's two. One And one down there. I thought there was 3. But okay, whatever. Important thing. Oh, there is 2 in here. Oh, they can't access. This is the 3rd one. Okay. So if I did that, realizing now that this actually kind of, if the dupe can't access it, it doesn't show it except for the, maybe it just doesn't. There it is, 0. I understand. So it's in the world. It's just the dupes. This little preview will only show you it if the dupes can access. Okay, so those are 2 wild ones. Let me just double check. Wild 100%, wild 100%. And you are still with the lullaby effect. Awesome. Now, okay, that's awesome. With that, I am thinking to myself, why would I not... Now, I actually didn't check the temperature of biodiesel. But instead of putting phyto oil in, why not push... egg time. Yep. Why not push biodiesel in there? We're going to make... now, this is the cool thing, is I can click this, and I can just wait for Rancher to fire in here. I hate how they put it in and go and do something else, even though it's high priority. Okay, so that's that. All by egg, or yeah, so that is the timer. Super awesome. Back to this. So yeah, biodiesel going in, and I've just made the assumption that biodiesel can get hot. Usually I just experiment, but I mean, I could look it up. 180. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could probably do 2 runs instead of what I was going to do is do a, maybe we'll go from building to building. This could be a terrible idea, but you know what? We'll find out. Gonna insulate around here just because the temperature, unfortunately, is... Oh, we're getting back to something a little more comfortable. Just barely. Definitely think I've gotten my base a lot hotter than it needs to at this point. But yeah, we'll heat up the biodiesel in the process. And that's going to make some iron. Plan up there still to get some iron access. Probably 10 more cycles of this episode. I started off feeling very confident. I at least think it's still possible. I'm not thinking it's certain. What is this? Insufficient resource, polluted dirt. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I want to pull more water. Curious if I should have just gone with more Aura Grove nodes earlier. Though we might have enough phyto oil anyways. But just to be safe, maybe I'll do this. Add in... Yeah. Okay. Just a second. Bringing in this just to pull more water through to get some more polluted dirt. And just recently looked at your comment, Cedric, on the polluted dirt and outhouses. If I had have kept outhouses, I'd have more polluted dirt. So if I have to do this again, maybe an upgrade. As nice as it is to have the efficiency of a washroom, and the morale, though morale shouldn't be the issue. Clearly, I need more polluted dirt. Plus, I'd save the time on the upgrade effort there as well. Okay, so let's do another egg. So definitely feeling like there is a lot. Oh, now we're in the situation where we're too early. Probably just by maybe a small amount of time. Incubator lullaby. 16 seconds. You just hang on there. And you can go. and I can take that out. All right, so we have water, so pulling through more polluted dirt, though. I'm thinking maybe we're okay in terms of phyto oil net. Oh, almost 250,000 calories. Plant meat. You get a lot more plant meat than I thought. And if I take that with the veggie poppers, I definitely expanded my farm. I'm making notes and looking at all your guys' great comments. If I need to do this again, and maybe I don't, maybe I do. I feel like, anyway, we'll see how this goes. Forgot the automation for the lights here. Are we making this out of granite? Keep getting granite selected when I really want shale. So what could go wrong with this setup? Hoping nothing, but we'll see. We shall see. Another egg time, I guess. Why is it kind of zooming there instead of on the actual automation thing? Weird. Now I'm going to be smart enough to realize, oh yeah, I should wait till the actual and maybe readjust the clock every time. Okay, so we're good now. I will click this. Go incubate. Let me just... oh, no, not on you. I guess on you. Activation time. Just make this readjustment every time, I guess. Okay, well, that is good. And we've got most of this set up, so we'll put in the next part. Here, we'll just a moment. Make that a priority. That's going to be for some iron ore, which I may have put over here. So I'll copy this down there. Maybe up that to 5 tons. Take this out of there. So here's where I've got my first blast shot maker. Clear out a little bit of space over here. We'll put in some tiling to go across. So I'd like to double this up. I'm also a little bit concerned. I mean, you know, I'll just open this. I was going to lower this carbon dioxide pump. Maybe we'll just open this up and just leave it as it is and see where we get. I will like to have, I think that's going to cover to this type of thing. We will have light access down here with automation. Maybe slide in another one of these guys. Clearly we're going to have some hot liquid come out here. Meet at that point. Go down and go between these two machines. Oh, this is so confusing and so not right. Wait. I understand now. I was going to try to do this, wasn't I? That. Yeah, and let's just disconnect this so it doesn't confuse me. All right. Hot metal is going to be stored right there, so let's change that out for mesh tile. And now that I think about it, I'll want very strong skills to operate those machines. So having the bionic dupes. I think there was one comment about why have bionic dupes? Is it worth the effort? Well, this is one of the reasons I want them. There's many reasons, but I'll just go nuts on that. Does mechatronics engineering give the same? This one gives you machinery bonus as well. Okay, you know what? Let's do a mix. Just that more dupes could. Well, I only have 4 bionic dupe, whatever. That's fine. So that's where I'm going to store iron and peat. Okay, awesome. Lullaby effect is still there, but only for so long. We'll go incubate. Trap this dupe. This is where I normally get stuck. I'm like, or maybe on break or something like that, and I go doing something else, and we're trapped in the room. Can't get out. I could leave them alone as long as I do that, but they're going to kind of be... Oh, there's... We're just at... we're at the point where Rancher's just taking their break. It'll work itself out as I readjust this, I'm thinking. So, do that. Do that. And readjust. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Power. Let's spend some of our metal ore. Iron ore. May cause us to have to dig out some more, but we can do that. Do we ever get up here? Alright, I'll make a plan to start getting up and getting a little bit more. But I want to be careful of chlorine. So we've got a plan up here to dig out a little bit more iron ore. I think we can trust the dupes to look after that. We watch the final bit of this being installed. Saying... Oh, right. Okay, yes. I mean, okay, do I have... microchips? So 39. Okay, thank goodness. Let's make maybe 3 of those. Yeah, because now we're in the situation we've got dupes that could be very efficient, but bionic dupes, but they can't actually start it. But Buffer is taking care of that for us. Do we have... Not yet. Oh. Okay, in order for this to kick off, we need Phyto oil to go in here. Oh, and you need bleach stone, don't you? I don't know if it's worth automating. You know what? Let's just have dupes throw that in, but make that it is our priority. Good. Already have some this lovely biodiesel go in. Let's make both of these high priority tasks. And where's our input for iron ore? Let's make that a high priority temporarily, just to kind of get us. Oh, you know what? Let's just do that, but take it back down to 5. And we are making iron like crazy, guys. Cycle 70, though. Oh, and polluted dirt. Yep. I think the outhouse thing may be setting me back. Doing better, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Maybe even with many of the faults that I've done, and I can now see quite a few that have played out. Alright. So now I want to say iron. Yeah, that's right. Fertilizer, peat, and biodiesel. Make them, I mean, not forever, but like 50. And it was the intercosmic. Yep. Same deal here. Biodiesel, and make me 50. Make these high priority. Let's not forget, nobody can... so biodiesel is going in. I meant to put in an auto sweeper here. But that has to go away and the automation wire has to kind of go around. And we have to go choose. Well, I've got some skills to give. I will give most of the skills out later, but the specific ones, I need to decide. You've got Dino with strength. You would probably be good. You are ready for an upgrade. I can either give you gears. Neither is going to give you a booster. It'll make you faster. Let's do gear grinding. We'll work towards that, I guess. You have some speed. I start unassigning. Give you one of these. And just a crazy amount of electrical boosters. Maybe actually one mech booster. So now we should see this little hat go away as soon as they put on that thing. In that thing, or whatever you want to call it. Oh! Lumblet. Cool. Oh, and another egg. Another egg. Alright. So we're going to take this egg and drop it right there. Actually, I could. I didn't even have to do that. I could have just asked for something in the machine. Now here is the question. Do I consume this little guy as meat? And I mean, calorie-wise, we don't really care. But carnivore achievement, we do. Now I'm getting the idea that this guy can survive fine. Do we have any excess pigs? We do. So I would have no problem putting you in a stable. I just wonder, is that just silly? Probably, I should probably at least wait till you're an adult to consider that. Here's another question. Do I burn? I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to keep my wild version of this guy. I'm hoping this isn't what keeps me from getting the carnivore achievement, because I could throw him in. Though, if I put you, not yet, when you're an adult in here, and at the very last few cycles, I'm like, crud, I'm not going to get, I could just attack him, get some extra meat. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? So we're going to leave you alone, but, I see another egg that we want to push through. Right, and let's put in automation down here to make this a efficient process. Oh. I'm thinking this has to access the bottom of the machine, so this has to be here, but it can't access either of these two guys. Ah. See if I can work something out. So I think I have come up with a little adjustment here. We're going to get rid of this just to make room for an auto sweeper. I don't know, but can this guy... So this would allow you to act... I mean, this is okay. This is okay because I can just relocate the bin with this. So you can technically access... We're just going to relocate you here. Okay. Get a ladder going across like that. Oh, whoops. Aha, forgot you. Now, I'll just let that go off at the same time, and I'll just have to check where we are on that life of... I never checked the temperature. 162. And I had a maximum of what again? I think it was not far off from that. How do I can't, I guess I can't. Maybe I'll try to figure something out that I didn't know before. Can I click on this and see the contents and then get that into the little helper thing here? Oops, this is not what I meant to do. Good egg, nice. Okay, whatever. I'll do it this way. Biodiesel. 180, 180. And we're at 162. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't like put 3 on it. So Dino can do. Oh, and there is some intercosmic blast shots for us. I forgot to give everyone a skills. Take a minute to do that. Okay, so we just signed various skills, slowly working towards suit sustainability for a lot of these guys. Dino, you've got our skill that we want. Cypher, I don't want to take away the advanced medical booster, so maybe Buffer will take away your great construction ability. Give you tidying and electric. Mech. So now we'll have another dupe, Buffer. It's going to be able to help out. And I'll add this over here. 6 units of these. I probably haven't gotten anywheres really on the carnivore achievement, but let's just check. 34,000. Just a little bit more construction. I'd like to have some automated lights, guys. Another skill, that's array. Maybe they can take suit and strength. Oh, no, just the one. That's fine. At 9 blast shots. Nice. Let's be nice, guys, and give these guys some light access. Take this, copy that, put that there. So what's our limiting factor? Biodiesel. Oh. Bleachstone. Wonder if I should put a bin of bleachstone. I feel like that is the next thing. So we'll open up this area right here. Throw in a little bit of liquid. I'm thinking of just Phyto oil itself, though. I wonder if I should preserve it, or I feel like we have enough. I feel like we have more than enough. With that auto sweeper to load in bleach down easily for us. We've got that. Oh, where were we on? Not you, the egg. Lullaby in 15 seconds. Bleach stone storage. You're done with that. Awesome. You can go out. So if I want to just try to do this on the cheap, I'm thinking this is probably the easiest thing. And we have a bleach stone storage. We're just going to relocate it from here. Oh, there is no bleach stone. This isn't the fact of them not having the labor. We just don't have bleached. Oh, okay. Whoops. Did not. Maybe that was not needed, but I guess it's there. And it didn't take long. What we really need to do is dig out bleach stone. Got it. I get it. All right. Well, there is a whole bunch right here. So, hey, there's that. And even more over here. Awesome. I feel like someone's going to get themselves stuck if I don't do that, though. But, since I've got this, I might as well make that my new bleach stone storage area and forget about this. This is going to be the priority. After we start digging, well, maybe I should let them dig stuff out first. Let that hit the ground quickly. course, we only have certain dupes that can do this. Okay, now that that's starting to hit the ground, make that high priority task, guys. Okay, take that back down to 5. Phyto oil, biodiesel production back online. Okay. So many things can go wrong. I think we're okay, though, because we've got a lot made from that perspective. Maybe, unless I'm missing something, we should start making our way to the top. Figurine gas masks would be very nice to have. Make a few of those down here. And nice that we already have our oxygen system ready to go, so we'll just connect into that and send that into these gas mask stations. Trying to avoid, again, hydrogen from going up with us. So that's what that's about. $12 blast shots here. Intercosmic blast shots. Thank you for... I would completely... Without this reminder, this would not work for me. Okay, maybe I didn't reset the timer, did I? Let's hang around or else I'm going to just forget. Okay, let's go again. Incubate that, trap you in here. Okay, and then you can go, and then you can go, and then readjust. Now. Did I make that a... I could be wrong, but I think that's enough Phyto oil, and we should make that a lower priority. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's make this highest priority thing right now. That's supposed to be 5. Whew, okay. And you have you are soaking up the bleach stone, aren't you? Okay, well, apparently last time I was in so many bleach stone areas that I didn't even realize how much bleach stone this guy soaked up, so we'll go mine some more. So for the bleach stone, we're gonna go over this area. Maybe we should do a little bit of mopping because we might get a rain here. Even the regular dupes don't like to get wet. It can be avoided. So we'll see if that can keep this machine running down here. Again, make a priority of loading in chlorine. I was working with Dartles last time and they produce chlorine. I wonder if that's actually necessary. Hoping not, because the whole adjustment here was don't bother, they're too much labor. Right, that needs to be done. $21 blast shots. Biodiesel on the way. You are waiting for... Can we dig out enough bleach stone? You should probably go in here. We would probably be smart, though, making a door. Maybe even like a double door. A little bit of meat, too. As well as some bleach down options. Okay. Okay, this time I should check the actual egg. Okay, perfect. That worked out time-wise. Rancher in, Hugging. You can go take that out and finally make another adjustment. So I see iron is not making its way down here. This is where I was expecting this guy to pick that up, put it in here. This guy to put it in here rather than have the dupes do that. But I see dupes picking. You can access that. Maybe if I up the priority? I don't know. Maybe the dupes are just too efficient. What if I did this? I mean... iron. I do have iron set here. Iron ore. Bah. That would explain it. Fine metal. Iron. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That just saves the dupes from having to do that. So the other thing I need is peat. And you can't access this guy. Let's take that out to make that clear to me. Okay, lots of peat storage going on there. That's nice to see. I'm going to have to apparently check the chlorine. Or bleachstone, I mean. 1/3 of a ton. Huh. Alright, so we still need our gas masks. I don't know where this meat is going to come from. The reason, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, that I haven't gone with the lums is because I was envisioning their egg process to be too slow. I mean, we'll see. We'll find out. Another egg, though. Oh, I need to automate or stay on top of one or the other. Excess eggs. So I want to process them all as they land. You are at 50%. You are at 3%. And we should have a total here. 2 eggs. But I guess that's because one's in transit. Incubate this. Okay, so we've got... Just can't. Okay, we're in a situation where the egg that's in there is the wrong egg. Okay, you can go. We'll be back. Gotta change the clock around like that. Let's deliver some gas masks up here. Boom, boom, and boom. I mean, maybe we have enough of this, though. If I can burn less, maybe we can get at least half of this growing. And perhaps it's time to get some meat from the ocean little world there. Hold on just a second. Just curious what the name... I don't... Wetlands. Okay, so we'll rip that up. I don't know how well this is going to go, but in my mind this isn't going to work. Oh, sea comb. As long as I've got the actual sea comb on the ground and I can slowly feed it, maybe that'll work. And I think that's more important than going up, which is perfect because we want to allow this a little bit of time to charge up some oxygen. Seeing over 200,000 calories of sweet corn for pop, the cooked version, veggie poppers. I mean, that's awesome. That's an indication to me that we've got way too much farming going on. But yeah, the plan is now go over here and to get access to a Pacu. I wanted to get a Pacu that had laid an egg. This guy has not. He's 13. Maybe by the time, I don't know when they do, but maybe by the time we get down there, he'll have laid an egg. I think there was another one that was 12 over here. Popped eardrum. Oh. Okay, well we were going to pull him out and then get out, but I'm hoping this doesn't add to stress. I never did put the Atmos suits on. Bionic dupes. Otherwise, this definitely would have been a bionic dupe thing. They do have the stress location. This is a very temporary place to go to. Yeah, they're not going to enjoy the popped eardrums. Half a cycle, adding 20%. Largely, this is going to be minor and or... Okay, I guess you don't need to dig that. Oh, the buried objects from earlier. Never found their way in here anyway. We don't have a problem with seacomb seeds anymore. It's polluted dirt, so outhouses, I see the importance now of wanting to keep those around. Now I'm at the point where I want to make sure that the right egg gets processed. So we'll do this. Rancher. Are you going to come into this room and do this? Oh, you're on break. Having two dupes with ranching in the future, I can see if I have to do this again. Okay, so you move that there. That just allows me to kind of take you here and force you to get the right egg. Give that a hug. You can go. Now here's the thing. If I... Oh, the other... Of course, now the other egg's ready to be done. Hold on. Before you go. Are you going to go? Yeah, of course you're going to go. Do this again. Hopefully you pick up the right egg. Of course you did not. Let's move you maybe here. Encourage you to pick up that egg. There we go. Hug that thing. Get out. Oh, and you're... Okay, gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention to the fact that you are now an adult. Which would make a lot of sense to send you down here. Intro's going off somewhere else. There we go. Whew. Where the heck were we? Oh, right. Sand. It's annoying. The other thing I'm thinking, why didn't I do this earlier and start? Because, well, the reason why at the time is like, I don't want this eating my seacomb until I get enough seacomb to make phyto oil. But why didn't I just use algae until then? Die. Okay. So many things to improve. I mean, that's good. At least I'm finding those things so that if I have to go again, I'm going to be armed with lots of new information, which always happens. Maybe we'd be smart to kind of do this. Oh, I don't think harvesting is needed in this area dupes. Egg time already? We've got... Oh, maybe I didn't set it. Lullaby. 4 cycles. I don't know what... It's hard to tell what 0.4 is, but anyway. Almost down here once we get down to this point. Gotta work with Pacus. And, I'm hoping to let this... If at this point I was absolutely certain this wasn't going to work out, I just throw this guy in, but I'll put in a trap for you, because I don't want to have to go through this area that is going to pop people's eardrums. We'll buy 0.2. So it was off. Let's just kind of shake that down a little bit more. I guess 0.4 is close to half, right? Anyway, whatever. All right. While there, we've got a dupe to go fishing. Maybe we should start to have our ladder go up. See, these two tiles still need to be made, though. That's not going to happen because no one can get across here. So we'll start the climb once more. Really hope that I can... Okay, let's take that out. Take that out once we get up. Actually, hold on. Maybe it makes sense to not take that out so we can... I don't think you can go through those unless you actually have a tile underneath it. And I'll mark that to be... Cancel empty. Okay, already inspected. Okay, done. Egg. 1, 2, and we've got 2 eggs total. I gotta get in the habit just in case these guys lay an egg. Let's remind myself, you were at 8, you were at 24, and you were at 72. Starting to make our way up, which is nice to see. Waiting to be armed. Let's maybe up that priority. And we need to have a... I don't know whether this makes sense. But I want to try putting him in here. And I'm assuming he'll go for the food first. The feeder first and become tame. If I'm wrong, well, then I'm wrong. Okay, go up like this, and then this. Slide in some fire poles. Maybe some iron. Where are we with our Cosmic 47? Do we have any problems? Biodiesel. Oh. So maybe I really did need a stable with these guys. Maybe not as big. I think that might be the case. That I really should have gone and visited these guys. But just not create as big a stable. That would actually benefit at 2 goals. One is to get some more of this bleach down. Though... maybe we've got enough to dig it out. I mean, we've gotten... we're almost halfway there. No, maybe not. Maybe not. You know what? Scratch that. We're halfway there, right? And there still is lots of place to dig it out, and it doesn't take a lot of effort to dig. Okay, so the idea here is we want Pacus. Now that... if I had done this earlier, it would have fed this guy algae. We're going to do sea cone. But this is not working. We need to be armed. Does that have to be done by Rancher? Only duplicates will occur Ranching 1. Not liking how it doesn't zoom. I've clicked zoom, but anyway. Seems to... oh! That explains so much. Oh. Oh, skull. No! you got sick. Okay, yeah, batteries do not... this is something I had told myself I would do and I never did, is put a mesh tiling around these guys. This is not something you want to have happen ever. Okay, just to be... make sure that does not happen again. Let's just do this out of safety. I should have done this many times while I'm not playing this game. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I've got to do this. And you just don't think of it when you get back to oxygen not included. Okay, so that should prevent that situation. Okay, I've recovered from that. We are on cycle 77. Okay, so you are there. I want to get you here. I think I'll end on this. Just whatever it is that I've got. There is some critters. For instance, this guy here could be attacked for a little bit of meat. But yeah, let's just finish on moving this one guy. 222. And it doesn't have to be Critter Rancher that actually... We're not out of sand. Awaiting filtration medium. Awaiting filtration medium. Clearly, and we literally have filtration medium there. We'll make that a 6. Okay, never mind. The Pacus won't be the last thing we do today. I want to fix that. So you are... hoping you're going to eat from here. Eat from here. Okay, see... Finding safer area. Yeah, they don't have enough copper. Why did you make that out of copper then? Make that out of iron. Get that to sit right there. Alright, that doesn't have to be built. But at least I have it marked there for level 9 to come back and do next time. So next time... can I get this? I don't... I gotta... if I were to bet, I would say no. 42,000. We don't even have 100,000, and we've got less than 25 cycles. Dupes can't actually... Oh! Okay. And again, next time, but I'll have that marked as a 9. That'll at least get us our bleach stone going. Okay, I mean, it's still getting better. I'm gonna give it another go for next 25 or I guess less than that cycles. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Jared playing the prehistoric DLC of Oxygen Not Included.